point, I think I was like 5 down. I did squander it away on the back 9 a bit, but that's Idlewild for you, so.
I felt like the course just loved me. Like I got some lucky kicks, and I just felt like I couldn't fail in a way.
I've been playing so rough this year where I feel like I've lost focus in the past, and I tried not to let that happen. Like I think that was my one goal, was just to be focused and throw shot for shot.
It's going to be the exact same plan as today and yesterday. Just focus on what I have planned, focus on every shot.
I'm excited for the energy tomorrow, and I'm just going to relax the night and, yeah, come back out here in the morning.
If I'm meant to win, I'm going to win tomorrow, and if not, I'll learn from it, and I'll see another day.
Hello and welcome to the final round of the LWS Open at Idlewild, presented by Dynamic Disc and the Natty. I am Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb with 2 hot geese.
Honk.
Love calling the shots here for you guys at Idlewild. Conditions a little bit better today, a little bit more scoreable, a little bit drier.
But still steamy.
Yeah.
Still steamy out there. Yeah, we didn't have to have any delays, though. That was nice. Right on schedule all day long. Tee-pads were nice and dry, too, which was a big factor yesterday. Look at all these cool course stats. 9,200 feet, a lot of those in the woods. Number 20 course in the world. I'm surprised it's not a little higher than that. This place has so much hype. Only 2 holes average under par last year.
Whoa. Yeah, the course, if you haven't watched any of the other rounds, plays a little bit easier. A few really good changes. You can check out those changes on UDISC. Several really great, more scoreable changes.
Yep, thanks to UDISC. Let's look at Valerie Mandujano's performance. Absolutely untouchable right now, it seems. She's filleting the course, making all of her putts. 3rd place at Circle 2 in regulation. 2nd place in scramble percentage.
Cadence Burge, we saw her yesterday. She's from Alabama, and what a great showing on her first lead card. She is first in landing in Circle 2 in regulation at 56%, also landing in Circle 1 33% of the time. She's 5th there.
Lykke, first place in fairway, hits 85% of the time, finding herself on the fairway. She's also getting to Circle 1 in regulation 33% of the time, and that is enough to put yourself in position.
And Missy Gannon, big money Missy, she's 81% in fairway hits, landing in Circle 2 in regulation 51% of the time, and 27% in her Circle 2 putting.
Hole 1. 638 feet, slightly downhill. We had a little bit of a tailwind today. There's out of bounds all the way down the left-hand side that pinches as you get in closer to the basket and around the backhand side. That right side comes into play as well in the tall grass as you get down here near the green. That one guardian tree really can get in the way, but it does not come into play until the 2nd shot.
Gotta get this birdie.
Yeah, this is definitely starting out with a musket.
Valerie Mandujano.
When Valerie gets a lead, she tends to keep that lead. I think we're going to see her foot on the gas, her newly healed ankle, super strong ankle, just on the gas pedal.
And she's so driven, too. So to have time away, she's coming back just hungrier than ever and ready to get that W.
Starving. Great shot.
Next to the tee, from Huntsville, Alabama, Cadence Burge.
Cadence, only 16 years old. She's a fellow Team Skybreed member like me, so shout out to them. She's going active premium astronaut on this. I believe that's a pretty dang flippy driver. And that's fantastic.
Throwing 3rd from Tønsberg, Norway, Lykke Lorentzen.
Lykke coming off an injury as well. She was rehabbing an injury in her elbow? Wrist? Yeah, wrist. Okay. It was her wrist. It was affecting mostly her forehand. So nice to see her with a comeback. You've got to have a forehand game out here to be competitive. It looks like she has that achieved on this lead card.
Rounding out our 955 card from Pekin, New York, Missy Gannon.
Missy getting to that 5 down number, like she said in her interview. And then what a great use of the word squandering. But the back 9 plays tough. You definitely want to get birdies early here and then hang on. Missy turns this Thrasher a little bit into this woods line. There is OB over there, but it's pretty far to the right, and that actually gets through really well.
27% of the field in round 1, 28 in round 2, and 29% in round 3 getting birdies on this. Getting just a little bit better every day.
Yeah. And for all of you people who are going to roast us in the comments about Lykke, she goes by Lucky. That is her nickname. That is what we're going to call her. It's so much easier to say. So just, be kind.
And thanks to Lucky for being really patient with us.
Solid shot. She'll have a just inside the circle look coming back at the pin. The typical shot is going to be swinging out to the right like Lucky did. I'm sure we'll see that for Valerie. The main obstacle is that large tree. Oh, wow.
Checking up just in time, just under the branches.
Gorgeous. Cadence still with just so much hair. Just so long.
A really nice looking shot, but hyzering out.
Yeah, it's a stable disc. There is OB right there, but she stays safe.
Heck yeah.
Missy with an interesting look at it. You were over there yesterday. Do you think going left or right of the trees good from there?
I think going left of the tree is all day, but I would have thrown a sidearm. So Missy throwing this really touchy backhand is so impressive.
Beautiful.
Just the littlest tiny flex.
Cadence just outside the circle looking for a birdie. Rollaway potential here is huge, and there is out of bounds if you roll too far.
Cadence was hot fire on the putting green when we watched yesterday.
She took a couple to warm up, though.
Yep, she did.
Lucky chain high, but misses right.
It's pretty brutal. I know this is like not a quote-unquote must get, but it's one that you're really wanting. 30% of the field getting it, but it's so hard not to have those nerves on this elevated basket right on hole 1.
It is one of the most open holes, other than like 16, which presents its own challenges. There's just not any other holes where you can kind of just rip a couple shots.
Nice par from Lucky. A lot can go wrong on this green. Missy getting away with a birdie. Really nice upshot.
Yeah, scramble birdie. Love those.
And Valerie keeps her foot on the gas, like Erika said. After all that rehab, it's stronger than ever.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, her newly strengthened ankle. And Cadence going to drop back with that bogey.
With our powers combined. Oh.
Lucky in second place, 4 strokes back of the leader. Hole 2, you can throw a turnover backhand or a sidearm on this par 4. It's only 509 feet. If you can get up to this really sunny patch of hillside, you are in business for a birdie. There is OB all along the left, so if you're going to make an error, make it right. Second shot's a water carry. The 2 bushes we just passed definitely come into play. You often have to throw up and over them. You see a lot of floaty hyzer shots out to the right, and then trying to get in the circle. The water is inside the circle on the left and short of the pin, so you really have to be careful on your approach.
And the green is so steep. Really, anything can happen here. If you don't make it into the chains, you are taking a chance.
Valerie with her Tour Series Scorch there. She's in a good spot. Maybe a little bit of hilly footing there, though.
There's 2 really big bushes in the water during your second shot, and it's like they were put there. They're just in the perfect amount in the way.
They really are. You know, I always thought this was a sidearm, and sidearm's definitely the more safe play, but the backhand really gets you into position nicely, just like Missy did with her ESP Thrasher. Might have to rethink my strategy next year.
It does feel a little bit riskier, but I think I watched a lot of people do it this weekend. There's more of like, instead of having to force turn something, if you just aim at the middle tree with like a slight flex,
totally,
it gets all the way there. Like this.
Well, no, I was going to say she didn't let it flip out of her hand. Yeah. She that's the mistake. And then she so early left, like even saving bogey from there can be really tough depending on like her footing. That OB is pretty wooded.
So wooded. And so pinched off from the rest of the fairway.
Cadence with an S-line FD. Had some good turn, did catch a late fairway tree, but she's in a decent spot, though likely not going to go across. We'll see.
Oh, wow.
See, exactly.
I did not
That's what
realize
I'm saying.
It was like that.
There's so much of the woods line before you even get to that OB Creek.
Brutal.
That's why I'm so scared of the backhand, because I've been over there, and it sucks.
God, that is terrible.
Right? Make you rethink your choices. Let's see if that looks like a faster disc. I think Cadence is going to try to go up and over. She's going to go above those bushes that we see in the middle of the frame, and try to push straight before hyzering.
From the short side of the water, it's only 100 feet over, but from where Cadence is, it's easily 250 and uphill. So that's a really tough shot.
Yeah, she almost got it there, but I don't think she crossed, and she'll likely have to take it from the short side. Lucky's third, going touch and hyzer forehand, excuse me. And that's a great spot. The right side kind of takes those bushes out on your final approach. How far do you think Valerie is from the pin from here?
I would say maybe 180. Maybe a little less than that.
Yeah,
but the
seems
uphill,
about right.
Yeah, the uphill could add some distance. She's playing super safe out wide to the right-hand side of the green.
But still has a putt. Pretty short putt, but maybe that tree in the way.
Lands it perfectly gently. No chance of rolling.
Wow, Missy with a great look at it.
Playing it super safe, but gives herself a putt from the circle as well.
It's definitely a scary little putt there, though, right at the water. Ooh, Lucky trying to get this close. Just save a bogey. Beautiful.
26% of the field getting a birdie on this one, and 31 taking a bogey or worse. This hole has teeth, but it also can just be so simple. Cadence with just a little pitch shot to the green. Still a little scary, but she makes it look super easy.
Yeah, nice to be parked. You don't want to have to work too hard for that bogey. Valerie for a perfect birdie start. Like the perfect tester range with that water behind it.
No
pass.
Biggie.
Yep, A+.
God, look how calm it is. You can see the RV perfectly in the reflection.
Gorgeous.
Missy, not to be big putted.
Never. Missy and Valerie 2 for 2 start.
It's always those bogey putts that get in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm so happy I saved this bogey. Oops.
Oops. Yep. Big numbers are going to happen at Idlewild. You just got to get birdies to combat it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm going to play this hole safe, but there's no safe out here. You have to have like gas pedal to the metal all day and just hope you're not catching trees.
That is the slogan, actually, of this tournament.
Gas pedal to the metal.
Yeah, they got stickers.
Oh my gosh. Hole 3, the U-hole, 656. You want to throw a turnover to the right of those two trees. Finishing way out straight is A-okay because it opens up your second shot around that one big corner tree. There are some low-hanging branches there, and you can't go underneath if you're feeling crazy. But this one's not birdied very often. Most people are just playing for par, not trying to go nuts here. There's a Manjo on the right-hand side that doesn't let you cut the corner. As soon as you get down to the green, it is sloped and there's some pampas grass that can definitely get in the way. This played is the third most difficult hole because of lack of birdies mostly.
That was a Avenger SS from Valerie. A little bit too much turn, a bit of a cut roll, but she's still in position to get par. I'm wondering if anyone even landed in circle 2 today. Has anyone landed in circle 2 yet?
Yes.
Okay.
There was a few
people.
today.
A few today, but I mean in previous rounds.
Oh, no one.
I didn't think so. Missy in a solid spot, pushes a little straight, but she'll have a wide open second shot. Cadence flipping up this Neo Origin, following Missy's line really straight.
I think the only way to give yourself a look for the birdie is to play that inside route and go under the tree with like a really aggressive, fast sidearm.
Well, no, you can do a backhand too, like a really touchy flip up. I did it today, flip up turnover backhand, and I got to like 70 feet and I felt like a superhero. Lykke catches that left side guardian tree, drops straight down. This is a tough scramble. She has to make a choice to go out and around to the left or do the sneaky route that Madison and I are talking about where you split the trees. There's a Mando tree on the right. This is what she's doing. And then, there's a little tunnel right there.
That looks like a great angle. I can't quite tell if she caught anything, but even if you do end up on that hill by the tree, it's okay. You can still scramble your par from there.
You can. Valerie likely trying to go big here. That's fine.
Yeah, carries down the hill. She'll still be around 200 feet from the basket.
Cadence going standstill. That'll work as well.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit tougher of a lie than Valerie.
The green is guarded enough that it doesn't quite matter where you land on your second shot.
Yeah, it's
Still
never an easy upshot.
No, it's still a very technical. You really do have to focus and pay attention.
I hate doing those things.
Gosh. Same. Especially for 3 days in a row.
Oh, man, exhausting.
Jeez.
So, Lykke did pass the mandatory tree. You can see that drop zone in the corner of the frame. That is so good. I tried that route, and it's harder than it looks. You like really have to swing in a hyzer pretty hard.
Yeah, that was great. I haven't seen anyone do that.
What a scramble.
There were 2 people that landed in circle 2, which is unreal. I never saw it.
Valerie lays up nicely. Kane's going low, gonna get caught up. Ugh, it's so thick in there. She's probably not gonna have much of a putt. Also, I think we need to make a correction. That is Cadence's brother caddying for her. I think maybe we said boyfriend as a speculative guess. What is her brother, everyone?
More probable stats from the 2 hot keys.
No.
But he's for sure the brother.
Yeah, I confirmed. So sorry, peeps. Cadence really not having anything going, like a touchy, floaty sidearm thing. That was pretty cool. If you guys didn't watch yesterday, go watch Cadence's putt on this hole.
So good.
It was awesome.
Slow mez too. You can watch it twice.
Yeah, one of my favorite slow mezzes of the year, I think. Yes, Missy.
Great par from the bottom of the hill.
Cadence with 3 bogeys in a row really needs to get off that train. Hop on the birdie train, go in the other direction. Fantastic save from Lykke there.
Yep, getting creative on this one of the more open holes on the course. That's how you stay in contention.
Man, Valerie, just 6 strokes in command here.
So clean.
Rita Allen. Maria Oliva. She's done it. Kristen Tatar.
Sai Ananda.
Missy champion Oakland and Austin.
Paige Pierce.
Hole 4. It's a water carry, only about 200 feet. Par 5, 722 feet. Most women are going to play it for birdie. Big shot across the water. Then you want to pitch up to right in here. It sets up a really nice sidearm or a more technical turnover backhand to the pin. At 722, super birdieable. You just have to really lay up so well. And it can be tough to find that really teeny tiny landing zone.
Yeah, very technical layup.
The main mistake you need to avoid off the tee is pulling it over to the right. This looks perfect. Another Tour Series Scorch from Valerie. Check that out if you want to support her.
It's nice. You don't really have to go super aggressive here, but there is room if you feel like ripping a huge drive.
Yeah, we said yesterday you just need to get to that little bird feeder, and that's like a mark of a solid shot. I actually hit that thing today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Solid.
Solid shot. So it couldn't be more solid. Really good thunk sound. Missy getting even with the bird feeder. No problems. Lucky with a D2.
Very overstable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just putting it out in the open.
Yeah.
Cadence looking to clean up this hole.
Yeah, it looks good too.
Oh, yeah. Right in the middle.
That was her active premium mentor. I'd say she's a pretty good pupil, huh?
Lucky thinking about this birdhouse for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely right there. Madison and I think, differ on our upshot strategies. I like the backhand because I think the gaps are a little bit better if you fade left than right. She likes the forehand approach.
Yeah, and even if those gaps on the right side are tiny, I don't hate them. But ideally, you obviously want to be in that one big gap. Missy's going to have to try something over...
Oh, sit down.
Oh.
Sit. Okay. It did. That's going to be a strange spot. I'm kind of bummed that it does not seem like we're going to see anyone go for the eagle. It's definitely there, but it's dangerous. Cadence is about 10 feet from where you actually want to be, but it's not a terrible gap there.
And just a textbook approach from Valerie.
That's exactly where you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Center cut.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is a really technical sidearm from Lucky. Right angle and speed, just turned and bad break. Rolling all the... How far do you think it has to roll to get OB? I mean, we saw Missy's.
40 feet?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Man, Valerie just looking so confident. Super clean round so far. Cadence actually has a pretty decent gap here.
Yeah, she thankfully pushed far enough into the gap in the layup zone that it doesn't really matter where you land as long as you're past that first line of trees.
It matters a little where you land.
She'll be able to get across no prob.
That's true.
Oh,
prob?
Am I eating my words? No. Crazy to see people go out of bounds in this water here. I just never see it actually happen. I know it exists, but I haven't seen it very often.
Yeah.
I got to see Holland Hanley today go for the eagle and successfully make it from 30 feet.
Tight.
It was awesome. And she wasn't that close. She went through one of those very small gaps on the left-hand side, not
cool.
even the main gap. It was unreal.
Missy gives her birdie bid some good height, but comes up short. Valerie misses low right. Can't get them all. Let's see if Cadence can get some green on the scorecard. Putter still not warmed up. Lykke now 3 over on the round. Same as Cadence.
Getting off the bogey train. Valerie also going to walk away with the par.
Yeah, no one getting it on the lead card. A little surprising that not one of them got it.
Yeah, 36% of the field getting a birdie or better.
Valerie definitely has some strokes to play with, though. Owen Scoggins 2 down through 6. Chantel Budinsky 3 down through 7. Hannah Wynn also 3 down.
Hole 5, 334 feet, but a very difficult green to attack because look at this elevated pin, look at this slope from right to left, and look how close that out of bounds is all the way down the left-hand side. It is inside the circle, and you can very easily skip and find out of bounds with that kind of dummy hyzer line. It's a little bit uphill, so it does play a tiny bit longer than that. Owen threw a flex sidearm in round 1, and I really love that play. Valerie threw this textbook hyzer in round 2, landing a little short and just laying up, but
oh wow,
she
that's
won't
fantastic.
be laying up from here.
I was gonna say that, and she might be just outside the circle. The hyzer usually gets you a circle 2 look. That was a big Z Zeus.
Missy with a much more linear route.
It's a Z Jawbreaker Thrasher, and it looks like that thing has some good flip on it.
I love that play. Really trusting the disc not to hyzer out.
There was a really solid gallery out here on 5 and 6. It was really cool. Lots of people just kind of stationed, like camped out on various holes, cheering everybody on. It was a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, disc golf tailgating. Cadence probably just going to lay up from there. It's so steeply downhill.
Lykke forcing over this D1 and then allowing it to fade down the hill. That looks great.
Yeah, what a pretty line. Where is she?
She's gonna be, I think, just inside or outside the circle. Yeah. This elevated pin definitely makes it so there's a lot less birdies though on the hole. If it was a normal basket, I think we'd see more aggressive runs on the putting green.
Yeah, me, Holland, and Owen were talking about wanting to have a layup stat here. Like, how many?
Right.
What's the percentage of layups on this hole? Yeah,
Not Lykke. What a sick first birdie of the round. Let's see that slow-mez.
Yes. So confident.
Awesome.
And if that misses the basket at all, it is
gone.
sailing out of bounds.
It is gone for sure.
So, I haven't seen it.
That's cool. That's kind of the first big putt I think we've seen on this hole.
Lykke, one of only 3 birdies on the day.
Let's see if Valerie can do it too.
Oh, a little soft bid.
Yeah, very soft for her. Didn't look like her normal putt.
Yeah, she said in round 2 that for some reason this basket makes her nervous.
Okay.
She's like, I don't like to do a good drive just so I don't have to make the decision. Not Missy.
Nope. Super aggressive spinny putt from Missy.
So confident. Cat Merch was the 3rd birdie on hole 5. Cadence with a nice little cleanup for par.
And Valerie in for par 2. 2 birdies on the lead card.
That's crazy.
With only 3 on the day. It makes up for the last hole a little bit. Dang, what a dagger from Missy.
Valerie's still with a pretty dominant lead right now. It's going to be tough to catch her, but anything can happen out here on the wooded holes, and that's where we are heading.
Yeah, here we go. Longer tee pad than in previous years. Hole 6 is a par 4, 555 feet. Backhand turnover is the aggressive play. Sidearm is a little bit safer. You want to land somewhere in the middle of this hill or go all the way to one of these gaps if you're just like crushing it. Second shot, usually you are laying up just short of the wood here, the OB line. You're not actually trying to get on the green most of the time. Occasionally you'll have a line and can get really aggressive, but most of the time if you're trying to birdie this, you're making either a circle's edge putt from short of the creek or a circle 2 putt. There is OB kind of early left that winds the entire length of the hole as well.
Missy is sending it.
Yeah, it's so far, but she does find OB.
Kind of surprising. I feel like it looked like she was throwing something overstable. Like it looked like she really worked to turn it over, and that disc was like, no, I don't want to.
It's one of her ESP thrashers, so maybe just didn't quite get the angle right.
Love the aggressive play. Lykke
I
throwing
love the sidearm. Big fan.
Yeah, I tried it today too, and it definitely is safer.
A little bit harder on the second shot though, so that was another D1. It's an Air Spectrum D1.
Valerie taking the big backhand, relying on the understability of this disc to carry.
And needs to sit.
Whoa.
Stay safe. That's like one of the main risks of the backhand, I think, because you end up throwing flippy. It's really easy to get a little cut roll.
Ooh, nice looking shot from Cadence.
It's gonna have kind of the same result as Valerie, though a smaller roll. Gosh, I like can't with Cadence's expression. It just screams I'm 16 in all of her expressions.
Love a teenage eye roll.
Yeah, classic.
But I don't know, her disc golf talent seems much older than 16.
Yeah, I thought she was older for sure.
Yeah, she's so talented already.
Cadence tries to go right side gap, pushes 2 straight. I like the right side. It's a little bit more open. Lykke with a really great shot here. Catches a tree, but she'll have a circle 2 putt for birdie.
You cannot complain. That's exactly how you want to be set up for hole 6. Valerie gonna have to throw a flex sidearm to the layup zone. So smooth.
Ah, that's fantastic.
I love how she's working her way up that right side. It makes her not have to have a death putt.
This is kind of nuts over here. It looks like Missy's trying to just get back over to the right.
Kind of nuts.
Look at it. Wow. All right, Missy gonna have a really good circle edge putt to save par.
Cadence in one of the thicker roughs that we see all day.
I want like a slow mez or reaction, slow motion of her eye roll. This is going to be quite a huge putt to attempt to save par.
She was knocking down a bunch of circle 2 putts in yesterday's round.
Lykke, got to be about 60 feet. Comes up short, but stays close for the par.
And par feels pretty good on this one.
Yeah, this is a good change, but we're still not seeing a ton of birdies. I mean, it's a very difficult hole. Ah, Valerie's so close on her birdie putt. Splashes out left side.
Only 10% of the field getting birdies. That's only 4 on the day out of 43 competitors.
Yes, Missy. What a save.
Great save. Juliana Korber, Stacy Kiefer, Holly Finley, and Jessica Weiss getting birdie 3s.
Juliana parked it on her second shot, and Stacy hit a huge circle 2 putt.
Yes.
Off 2 birdies.
The variability.
On this bird. Yeah, I was like, wow, what is this? Cadence with another bogey, going to get to 4 up on the round.
Valerie just keeping it clean and steady.
Yeah, 3 great pars there. Missy hitting some great putts today. Still 5 strokes back of Valerie, though. Lone Scoggins going to be in solo 4th at this point. Cadence sliding back to 5th.
Hole 7, a very narrow gap, one of the first wooded holes we play, 400 feet. This uphill shot, you want to land right here if you can. Pushing too far straight really complicates the hole and can add strokes very quickly. Your second shot is about 200 feet, maybe a little bit less than that, but uphill, so it makes it feel a little bit longer. Ideally, you want to just throw something low and let it slide up to the basket. Getting too far off the edge of fairway left and right in the second half can be pretty brutal to recover from.
Sweet shot here from Missy. Still going to be a little on the left side of the fairway, but fantastic.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of backhands that don't push too deep. That was so nice.
That's her Z Soul. Sidearm, I think, is definitely the better play.
Yep.
It helps you finish right.
Ideally, you want to be a little higher, but that got a nice tip. If you catch any of these early trees, there's an out-of-bounds creek that kind of snakes through underneath, and there's an optional drop zone if you don't like where your disc went out.
Oh, that's so early. Ooh. Valerie, I think drops safe, though. She'll have a chance to scramble for par. Did you see Lucky, like...
Yeah.
Afterwards, that's exactly how you feel after throwing this tee shot.
There's a lot of roots in the landing zone, too, so if you come in low like that, you can just pick up and roll.
Yeah. Cadence with a D-line MD, and that's kind of the typical backhand landing zone. You can get a putt from there, but it's usually a really tight hyzer or a skip shot, or like a crazy turnover sidearm.
Valerie pulling this sidearm. She will be safe, but it's going to be very hard to save par from here. A lot of work left to do, and a lot of uphill work.
Yeah, you can see how steep the slope is. Her footing, not great. Has to go standstill, turnover sidearm. It's most of the way up there.
Yeah, not bad.
Lucky framed up super well. Still not an easy shot, but about as good as it gets, and she makes good on it inside the circle.
God, this uphill run up throwing a backhand feels crazy to me. You can see Missy pulling out the sidearm.
I don't know. It's just the uphill, you have to like throw the sidearm so hard. I like the backhand. It's hard.
Both are hard. It's so steep.
Yeah. Cadence attempting that full air shot with a tight hyzer. She definitely gets a little bit lucky on that right side, and we'll have a putt for birdie.
Yep, that'll work. Valerie's fourth shot.
Just a layup there. Missy definitely going to give this a run. She's got to be barely inside circle 2. Good power, Mrs. Left.
Yeah, still about 10 feet uphill.
Lucky for birdie. About 27 feet. Close.
17% of the field getting this birdie.
See if Cadence can do it. Dang.
That's 7 competitors on the day out of 43. Will be Valerie's first bogey. It really is hard. I think it's almost impossible to recover a par if you go early, like where Valerie went.
I mean,
dropping. Even like
it's possible if you stay in bounds.
Yeah.
Hard, though.
It is very hard. And, oh, yeah, I guess if you do stay in bounds.
If you stay in bounds, you can do it, but, like, super tough. Scoggins 4 down through 9. Chantel 3 down, and Hannah, 4 down. Hole 8, par 5, only 576 feet. You can throw a tight backhand or a sidearm turnover. You want to get to this curvy tree right here. Second shot, you want to try to get up on the crest of this hill. And then you usually have a sidearm chip shot. You can get a backhand there as well, but definitely you can see how it shapes up well for the sidearm. Pin is on a little bit of a slope, can make for some tough putting. At 576 feet, you think everyone's going to get it, and then very few people do.
Yes, it always plays as one of the harder holes of the day.
Just any kick makes it so impossible to like, not impossible, but so difficult to even get par.
And it's one of those holes too where you don't want to back down from it. If
Yeah.
you get a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
out of position,
You're like,
"Oh,
I can still birdie.
I could make up for it."
Then you mess up, and then you're like, I can still par.
and then you
Then
mess
very
up.
quickly, you're like, I hope I can get a bogey. That was a really solid shot from Missy. Progressed super far down the fairway. Lykke attempting the turnover sidearm. She's center cut, but very short.
Yeah, right angle, just a little low. Cadence threw this backhand in round 2 so well.
That looks pretty solid.
Nice little skip over the hill.
Similar position to Missy. A little bit to contend with over on that left side rough, but they're both on the edge.
Valerie pushing that fairway tree that you have to get some distance.
Yeah,
Landing
that's
in a
great.
similar spot to Cadence and Missy.
It's so hard not to land on the left side with the backhand. Lykke probably trying to go pretty big here and still attack for the birdie. See if she goes right or left side of that leaning tree. Great power on that forehand.
Oh yeah, super solid looking. She'll be at the bottom of the hill. Kind of makes this third shot a
It's
little more
awkward.
tricky.
Distance-wise, you can definitely get there. It's just
Weird angle.
what a line it is, and angle. Cadence going through a teeny tiny little gap.
Super confident.
Yeah, gets a nice little skip up too.
Valerie forced to go standstill on her second shot. Wanting to land more left, it definitely opens up the gap, but she's a little more
A
pinched.
little two left. Missy also opting for the standstill. Really yanks that one. Not the typical mistake we see from Missy.
Yeah, just a little whoopsie.
The old whoopsie. And this looks like a very aggressive shot.
Oh, I loved the flip up. Those right side fairway trees can be so brutal.
And now Missy's in a position that we were kind of talking about where it's tough to scramble from there. That right side's pretty dense. The gaps are pretty small.
Lucky.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Fade.
Such a nice flex forehand, so touchy through those narrow gaps, and she'll have a long putt.
For the birdie. That's impressive from landing early. That was such a great flex shot. Cadence is third. Also going little sidearm flex. Catches a tree. Dang, the speed and angle look great on that.
Yeah, it's so hard to get it to flex right when you want it to.
Yeah, it's a very tight flex line.
Valerie kind of sneaking through the corner, attempted, but catches early. She'll be in circle 2.
Missy trying to get this close to scramble for par.
Hey,
Hey!
not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Cadence looks like she's just kind of laying this one up. Doesn't really have a whole lot to work with.
Valerie definitely has a gap here. Let's see how aggressive she gets. Pretty aggressive. Love to see it. Catches a little branch and at least stays close for a tap in par.
Only 14% of the field is taking a birdie here. That's only 6 out of 43. Like Erika said earlier, it's just one that on paper we should all be birdieing, but man, once you get out there, it plays a lot tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Nice recovery from Missy after that second shot.
Yeah,
Hitting
Missy's
early.
scorecard is so clean. She's found trouble, but is just scrambling well and putting amazing.
Cadence with a nice par as well, really breaking the hole down.
Par frame there is not bad.
Valerie still with a 4-stroke lead, and looking sharp as ever. The final hole of the front 9, a little 258-foot downhill forehand shot. You can throw a backhand as well, but I just think the forehand shapes up really nicely. Ideally missing that bush and coming into the green softly because it does slope away behind the basket, and you can very easily find yourself in circle 2 with an uphill comeback putt if you miss everything. Missy putting her focus face on to attack this tiny gap with a backhand.
The main tree you have to miss is that one on the left, like the second available tree. Missy overturning it. I think she's actually gonna be okay with a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, not a bad kick. I think it's a little better to miss left, but not too far left. The right side can get really tough. It stints in there, and lots of perfectly placed trees. It's where it can be tough to find a gap.
Lykke early releases her forehand. Cadence with a D-line FD. That is beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
Ooh, yay.
Buzzes the basket and stays at about 20 feet.
She's thrilled about it.
Uh-huh. Valerie. That's a distance driver. It's a Big Z Zeus, but thrown so soft.
Playing the skip.
Comes up short. It's funny because she's beating me by 20 strokes. Man, Lykke trying to scramble, catches a tree, and she's in a rough spot.
Oof.
Yeah.
Left side looks mean.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, Missy. She's scrambling so well.
I guarantee there was nothing there.
Unbelievable.
What an angle she put on that sidearm.
And it landed just with the perfect amount of speed.
Sidearm queen.
Lykke, not a lot to work with here, but a teeny gap. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
More of a
Circle 2.
putt than you want for a par, though.
I really admire the knee play. It's very steep downhill. Just comes up a bit short. Valerie trying to capitalize and get a birdie from that errant tee shot.
It wasn't that. It was fine. It was fine.
That was not on purpose. That skip was not on purpose.
It's fine. Cadence really not getting the putter going today. Hopefully she can make a few good putts on the back 9, get some green on the scorecard.
Nice scramble from Missy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Solid par.
3 down, bogey free for Missy. Fantastic.
About a quarter of the field getting a birdie on this one. And a quarter bogeying. Really nice scoring separation.
And Lykke with a rough double on this hole. Everyone else going to take their pars and move on to the back half of the course. The meaner half, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy how any hole can just snake bite you.
Just get you. Just
you don't even see it coming. There's not a rattle. There's nothing that's going to warn you. Just get out of nowhere.
Oh,
Look at Owen crawling up into a third place position. 4 down through 11. She played on my card. It was unbelievable. She was just flexing through everything and just making every putt.
Oh no, like her shots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Classic Owen. In.
Wow, love that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Everyone, you can tell maybe a little tired as the weekend progresses. Not as many people under par as we've seen in the past. Idlewild be like that sometimes, and it was very steamy out there.
Can't all be Madison Walker course record 6 down.
Oh my God. On that note, I'm Madison Walker, and we're going to end this video.
And I'm Erika Stinchcomb, and you're welcome.
Chihuahuas honk.